Whoa, is this even real? Exams are scrapped up. Do you even believe it? Narsimha and I just couldn't resist, and we have to do episode 2 of Let's Talk Exams. But Narsimha, we are recording. Are you even there? Narsimha.
Oh yes, I am here. I am here. We finally, we finally got a decision in our favor. It's time to party. It's time to enjoy. We got a decision in our favor. Everybody are happy. When at least I feel most of us are happy. Everybody is happy. I can't contain my excitement. I don't know what I'm speaking.
I know it. Well, Narsimha is pretty ecstatic about this. So let's not waste time. Let's get started with Let's Talk Exams today.
It's time to switch to the serious mode. Peace. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the NSB show. Obviously, everybody are happy. Everybody is partying. The exams have been finally cancelled. Karnataka board today morning announced that the exams have been scrapped, and obviously most of us are really happy. And yeah, I was actually asleep when my friend called me that the exam is cancelled, because I couldn't sleep last night because I got the news. I think the news came around 7 o'clock in the evening yesterday, if I'm not wrong. And I couldn't sleep properly. I slept really late. Then I slept off somehow. And I woke up to a call by my friend saying that the exams have been cancelled and you're going to be promoted. It took me 5 minutes to realize that I'm not dreaming and it's actually happened. Because this is something miraculous, I would say, because not all the time you see 12th. Not all the times you see 12th standard exams being cancelled. I did expect this to happen, but obviously I feel like it's the right decision taken considering the COVID situation here, because it's quite uncertain out there. And since we wrote our first PUC exams fair and square, we should be thankful that we were able to write our first PUC final exams, and because of that, we are being promoted. And yeah, what was your first reaction, Sahaj?
It took me a great shock when I came to it, because I was not expecting that decision. I was expecting, okay, either we'll have exam, but it would be a one-day exam. That would be the max that the government would, the state government would come up with. But when I came to know that the exams have actually been cancelled, it took a couple of minutes to absorb what the news was, and then. But then it was a great decision by the state government. I really appreciate it, because at the hard times like this, we need exceptional measures to deal with all those things. And I really appreciate the state government to come up with the decision that has really cheered all the students here.
Yeah, I feel like this decision has brought a lot of happiness in the students, and it has removed that stress and anxiety that the students had all this time. I feel like this is a really good boost, especially for us students, because we are happy that we get to go away without writing the exams. And yeah, obviously going into whatever we are doing next, we will be in a better mood rather than having stress, anxiety and load on us about exams and stuff like that. And obviously for science students, they can concentrate on their competitive exams, as whereas they had to break their heads for board exam as well. But that stays now. They can directly concentrate on the competitive exams which are coming up. And yeah, now they have kept
totally.
They have kept the option that if you're not satisfied with your first PUC marks, you can write the exam if you want. They will conduct it sometime in the future. Now, this was really interesting to me, because not a lot of people are really agreeing with the fact that they are being graded on their first PU marks. Me personally, I don't care. I don't get to write the exam. I am happy. That's all I care about.
It's a part of the section of the students. It's actually they're facing hard times because they have not performed well in their first PU, thinking that okay, their 10th is over and now it's just first PU, because anyway they have to concentrate in the next year. So most of the students' first PU performance isn't actually up to the par. So the second option for them is to opt for re-examination and actually write the exam. But that would only mean a lot of stress for the students.
Yeah, I feel like even if there is a re-examination, I feel like it would be only in the major subjects which is counted actually. I don't think they are going to conduct exams in every subject. I feel like they will also be given options. Now, the sad part is that the 10th board exams haven't been cancelled, whereas the 12th has been cancelled. I thought
it's nice that they have changed the format of the examination, because MCQ it's much better, and it would not put students to that much stress because they have to study everything in detail. MCQ is just you should know every point and they can actually do well. And the education minister has specified that the questions will be very direct, and it would be really easy, and students could just ace those exams.
Yeah, I feel like 10 questions isn't that hectic. Obviously, for the people who are studying it, it is hectic. But I feel like
the thing new students is that it would be, if they conduct the exams, it would be really late. The Suresh sir actually mentioned that it would take 12 days for the conducting the examination and for about a month for the evaluation. This would only delay the entire process of admission to getting into various universities. For 10th standard students, all they have to get into is pre-university colleges, and the pre-university colleges will only be reopened after the 10th grade. But when it comes to second year students, the universities are already taking admission. So we urgently need the grades or the marks. So that's why it was a great step from the state government to scrap the board exam.
Your point is absolutely correct. But me personally, I thought the vice versa would have happened, because I thought that
there was a lot of chance for that to happen. Actually, it was very likely for that to happen.
Yeah. Because the thing that came in my mind yesterday is 12th exams has a fair argument for exams, like 12th exams to be conducted. They have a fair point that it's needed for the future, job requirements and stuff like that. So I thought that was a fair point by the board, but I didn't think SSLC. I thought SSLC is cancelled. It's obvious. But I feel like state board SSLC hasn't been cancelled, because I don't think the previous year's examinations have been done in a proper way. I don't think it's fully done. The previous year 9th standard examinations or something like that. So I feel like they don't have any basis. They don't have any basis to promote the students like us.
Yes, that's true.
I feel like that is what has happened.
The 10th standard students were actually promoted in the 9th standard, and but right in 10th standard, I think conducting exam in MCQ format was very fair from the state. That decision was very fair. I really appreciate that decision.
Obviously, the SSLC students don't think it's fair. They think that we have got enough easy,
because when the decision is between cancelling the exams or conducting the MCQ format, obviously they want cancelling the exams, because who wants to study for a month or two again? Because it would just add on to their stress.
I actually was relieved when I heard that government, if it's conducting exams also, it will be only in 3 subjects. So I was actually happy with that also, but it has been officially cancelled now. Even better. As I was talking about in the last video as well with you, that the mental health aspect is not really given too much importance here. It's not considered really that much, but I feel like this time they did the right decision, and I'm really happy with it, because this is going to take a lot of stress, anxiety, uncertainty, whatever you want to call it, that was there in all the students. Even if someone tried to play cool, like me, I tried to play off cool that I am a chill person. But even me, somewhere inside me, I had that uncertainty of what is going to happen. Daily, I used to think about, what about the exams? What if I don't study properly? So these things kept playing on the students' minds. So finally,
when the government hasn't clarified whether they're going to conduct the exams or not, because this kind of uncertainty, this kind of ambiguity was there for about a month, because students were still confused if the examination was going to be held, if at all it's going to be held, are they going to get vaccinated, or in what will there be a change in format, because the government wasn't giving a proper decision over if it's going to be held or not. This put students in a lot of dilemma or perplexity, which actually got cleared off today, and it's a big news for all the students, because The first important thing that has come up today is a decision, a right decision. Now it has clarified a lot of doubts, a lot of uncertainty among the students.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good alert for the government. I feel like this now from this situation they can plan to be ready for such situation. They can brace for such situations which can happen in the future again as well. So I feel like
That's
they
it,
can
yeah.
plan out a proper plan for the next time, even if the same thing happens again. So there is a way to make everything fair and square. So yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like this
that's
is a
it.
good alert for the boards as well, that they have to be prepared next time and they can't afford to be not prepared anymore. And yeah, now
So
what do you have any
various, continue, yeah.
do you have any suggestions going forward, what they have to do? And obviously you can
See,
highlight
this, especially for the science students, this gave science students a hell of a lot of time to prepare for the competitive exams. Actually, the previous sources implied that the examinations were likely to be in the end of July or August, which means it would only clash with all the competitive exams like JEE, NEET, and JEE Advanced. So right now that they have scratched the board exams off, the science students who are aspiring to get into medicine or engineering, they are given with ample time to prepare for all the competitive exams, which is in one way it's actually good, because when you're getting into an engineering, all that matters is your performance in the competitive exams and not much of board exams. So this actually, puts students of our state ahead of other states who are actually, the dilemma is still continuing, because even the board exams are still not scrapped off.
Yeah, because not no, no because I feel like places where the COVID cases aren't as the same as the major states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, they haven't cancelled yet. But I feel like
Yes,
it
that's
will
true.
be cancelled. It will be cancelled with time, because I feel like yesterday there was a Supreme Court hearing, if I'm not wrong, about the state board exam
Yes,
situation, and
but
Advocate
it was adjourned, I suppose. Yeah, that's true.
Mamta Sharma, right? Mamta Sharma, she is fighting a pro bono for the students.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like with time it will be cancelled, because it's not fair. It's not fair that 3/4 of your country cancels state board exams, and you keep exams in only a few states. Because when it comes to a national level, it becomes really unfair, I feel, when it comes to national
That's
level
true. That's true.
examinations
But
and stuff like that.
very lucky of the Karnataka students that the exams got scrapped and they did go. So right on a random Friday, it all ends, and now they are very clear what step they have to
Yeah,
take next.
yeah. I actually, it took me off guard. I didn't really expect this to happen. You said randomly
Actually,
on
no
a
one
Friday. That's
expected.
that
Yeah.
quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
That quote that you just said randomly on some Friday, our pre-university life ended, and it's
That's
it's
true. Yeah.
it makes me happy, but at the same time it makes me sad, because 2 years
It
went
all
by
ends
without
here.
noticing. Yeah,
That's
2 years with your college mates, your friend, your best friends. 2 years went by so quickly. It kind of makes me sad as well. That quote you just said, it is a mixture of feelings for me. It makes me happy at one time that I'm done with second PUC for once, that I'm done with school life for once, and I get to do something professional. And the
At this point, every student, gets to think what they have to pursue next. It gives a clear idea. What it was previously which was so much of an uncertainty, because they don't know what they have to choose next. Right now, I know I have to prepare for the engineering competitive exams and I have to ace them. I don't have the confusion whether I have to pursue other degree, or the confusion of whether I have to really prepare for the board exams.
So yeah, that's also a really good point, because we get to concentrate on what we do next instead of living in uncertainty about something that isn't going to contribute hugely of what we do next. So yeah, I feel like one of the stand-up comedians, I can't recollect his name exactly, but one of the stand-up comedians tweeted out that there will be in the near future, there will be a batch of world-class scientists, chartered accountants, engineers, and all of them didn't even attempt 10th or 12th examination. So that shows.
At this point, the exams would not even matter. That clearly shows that.
No, he said that shows how really it impacts one's career or life, it is quite overrated. That's an argument that board exams are a bit overrated than they what actually are. You have any thoughts of that?
That's true, because the very stereotypical society it's very premised upon the performance of every student in board exams. But this scrapping of board exams, it just gives students with ample opportunity to pursue the right thing.
Yeah. No, I feel like, as you said, scrapping of examinations, then lowering cutoffs of various college admissions and stuff like that, making it a bit easier to breathe for the students. I feel like this is going to contribute for something much better and not just the happiness of the students. Because overall, the environment will be happy. We all students, most of the students are happy with this decision. So overall, the environment
at this point, we can't be blind to the fact that there's going to be a hell of a lot of confusion when it comes to the university admissions, because a lot of university admissions depends upon the percentage of a board examination for pursuing in the pursuit of degree. But what happens, the Karnataka government is more likely to introduce a grade system for the pre-university students, which would not give a clear cutoff for. There would be a particular college would take in students only about 90%.
I feel like, your
if the grading system is only
right.
A, B, if the grading system has only A, B, C, then it does not give a proper distinction between the students that actually come under A grade or B grade or C grade. What I would say is that they can still give equal weightage to 10th as well as first PU and come up with a proper, if not percentage, at least 10 CGPs out of 10, they can give 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be, that would better than just A, B, C.
Okay. So you say considering 10th and 11th marks together and averaging out to give a grade is more fair than what they are doing now, because a lot of people didn't take first PUC seriously. As you said, a lot of people took it as the most chillest year of their life, so that they were going to it happened with me. It happened with me also, but I'm quite happy with what I got despite not studying that much. So not everyone is going to be happy with their marks for sure, because everybody not everybody are going to be happy, as I said. And few people might have planned that first PUC they are going to absolutely relax, and second PUC they will go full in, prepare hard, work hard to get whatever marks they desire. So those people aren't really happy. But I don't know. Do you think whether they will have further discussion on this, or do you think they're just going to go with the first PUC marks thing?
I think the Education Ministry of Karnataka it's going to come up with a proper evaluation criteria on judging a second PU student, because right now it's just mentioned that they're going to introduce grading system on the basis of first PU marks, whereon various journalists contradicted that giving weightage to both 10th and first PU would be fair, because the reason that you already mentioned that first PU, many of the students do not take it seriously. And what Education Ministry has to say about the internal assessments of class 12, which was actually not even conducted for most of the colleges. If the colleges were about, because in class 12, we really did not have a proper test or a proper examination, because all it was on online platform and did not give a clear idea of the actual marks obtained by the students.
Yeah, one more point you mentioned online classes there, and that reminded me of this point that I had, is that we learned most of the year in online classes. Me personally, I went a month long for offline classes maybe, and they made it compulsory at the end. I had to go. I didn't want to go, but I had to go. And it wasn't really that productive. Even the offline classes, I would say, it wasn't really that productive. Yeah. And I feel like it's natural that when you have a system, as you mentioned it in the last video towards the end as well, as a system which is prone so much to offline education, and it has been like this for so long now, despite this online culture coming all over the world. I feel like that also caused a problem, because what happened
the students the students who are going to appear for the next year, that is for the class of 12, because the pandemic is still going to continue no matter what. The education ministry at this point, they have to make sure that the right education platform should be created, because the education system that is present right now, it's very much prone to offline mode rather than the online mode. And the thing is, the upcoming students didn't even have class 11th examinations on which they can be judged. So class 12 for the next year students, it's a must, and it has to be conducted, the board examination. So creating a right platform.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Creating a right platform. Correct. Continue.
Yeah, creating a right platform so that the class 12 students of next year would not be affected by the pandemic is much required. They have to adapt to the current situations, because exceptional measures has to be taken, and there is no questioning in that. Because the scrapping of the board examination cannot go on for every year, despite the fact that it had to be taken this year. Because all the students cannot be promoted, because they would take the online education very lightly. So we cannot let the students of our state hamper. This can only be done making sure the reduced syllabus should be implemented, but on this reduced syllabus there should be extreme effective teaching on that part, and making sure that every student is skillful and has learned every concept of the reduced syllabus.
Yeah, and I feel like going into the next year's 12th batch, I feel like proper systems where, as a backup, you can keep things like internals, do proper tests, and keep backup internal marks, because just in case this happens again later, you can, because 11th exam didn't happen for them. First PUC or 11th exam didn't happen for them. They have been promoted directly to the second year of pre-university. So I feel like they have to go in with a backup plan to make sure that even if this situation comes up again, they don't have to risk the students again just for the sake of getting some sort of mark. So I feel like some sort of backup has to be done going into next year. The same thing cannot be done again. As I said, I'm pretty sure they won't repeat the same thing again. I'm pretty sure that they'll come up with a proper plan so that they don't get into trouble again for making a decision, and they don't have a lot of confusion again. So then one more thing that I wanted to ask you, as a science student, obviously you're really happy, and I'm pretty sure 95 or to 99% of the students are really happy, because obviously you value more the competitive exams than what boards is. So do you have anything to say about competitive exams? Do you have any things that you would like to suggest?
See, all that the situation was a clash of board exams as competitive exams until now. And I'm very, very happy about the fact that the board exams has been scrapped, and we can absolutely focus on the only the competitive exams, and make sure that every student gets into the right university that they deserve. And this scrapping of board exams, what it will bring a change is the increase in the competitiveness of every student. The competition is going to be really tough, and the cutoff is going to increase this year, because we have left 3 months for the KCET, and every student will actually prepare very seriously for the KCET, because that's all that they have to prepare for, at least right now. And to get into a better college, they have to get better marks. So this decision of the government has actually enabled us to prepare for JEE or NEET or whatever. So this has actually motivated all the students, because a majority of the students were off the track when it comes to preparing for competitive exams, because they were a hell of stress when it comes to just board examinations. Right now, they have brought all the students on the right track, so that their future pursuit of education would not be hampered.
Yeah, I feel like that the element of confusion, whether you should concentrate on your board exams or whether you should concentrate on a competitive exam, has been removed now. So a lot of students are still not happy. A lot of students say it's still late, because the university admission process had begun long ago. Universities had opened up this admission process long ago. So they feel like the decision wasn't taken quick enough. It could have been quicker, but I feel like at the end of the day, the right decision has been taken, and most of us are happy about it. Most of us are happy about it. So whoever is
happy, the entire social media platform was taken by storm with all the funny memes, and because they were just too ecstatic with the decision, because the decision came out very unexpectedly today morning, and all the students were happy, and all kinds of funny memes were were seen in everyone's story or status.
It made me happy. Talking about this is making me really happy right now, because this thing, now see, people who are from the previous generation of what we are will say that you're being exam just because you're being happy because you didn't want to write exam. But I feel like it's something different this time around. This decision has brought a wave of happiness across students. I feel like many people who were tensed a lot, who were taking a lot of stress and having unwanted thoughts about board exams as well, they are relieved about it. And I feel like this whole wave of happiness is really good. Overall environment will be really happy going into whatever is next. So I feel like whatever has happened for good. And SSLC examinations, I feel like they have to wait. They can wait a little bit. What they have to do is SSLC examinations, they have to conduct when it's only really safe, when the cases are only really down. I feel like they shouldn't conduct it in a haste. I feel like it should be conducted when the cases are really low. At that point, conduct it and send them back again. So I feel like what they can do is, for them, while they enter first PSC, just cancel the lessons which are not required and just keep the lessons which is required to the introduction of the stream that you are going in. Science, keep the main subjects that are required in the first year, so that they are introduced to it properly. And commerce also the same thing. So it's the same deal with that. Just keep the subjects and lessons which are really needed to get used to the topic of whatever they are going to learn. And then later 12th they can do it. I think that will ease off the 12th thing for them as well. So let's see what they do with the SSLC examinations. And whoever is watching, if you're writing SSLC examination, don't be angry. I feel like the government will do the best they can. Obviously, even you have to have some sort of a mark system so that they can promote you. But I feel like that isn't there really for them to promote you guys straight away. So be patient. So if you have anything to prepare for it. Be patient. Just don't be furious that our exams have been cancelled and yours haven't. It's for good at the end as well. And you might think it's easy for me to sit and say here because my exams have been cancelled. I'm sorry if I'm looking cruel in this point, but it's just what it is. So if you are writing SSLC this year, just prepare calmly for whatever is going to happen. I feel like it's 3 subject MCQ papers, so it shouldn't be really that big of a deal, according to me. So prepare calmly. And all the best for your examination, if there is an examination that is happening. So any final thoughts, Sahaj?
I'm just wishing good luck to all the class 12 and the SSLC students, because now that the decision is out, they are given much clarity to what to do at this point of time, and decide well. And if you're preparing for competitive examinations, stay focused, stay motivated, and just don't let this golden time just go off like that, because all you got is just 3 months, and then you just have to do as much as you can with that. Now the choice is absolutely yours to do well. Thank you.
And we all are happy, and whoever is watching, 12th standard students, congratulations. We just need to hold at this time, like, yay! Yeah. Obviously, you can't fly too much in the air now. You have things to do further as well. So especially with science students, it's even more like that, because competitive exam is a thing that is really important.
Because we're still stuck at class 12 while you commerce students are just going to the next.
And that's not the case. We have to do.
Okay, I get it.
That's okay. It's the case with normal degrees like BCom and stuff like that. But most of the degrees have their own criteria as well. CA exams, you have to write the foundation exam, then do the internship thing, articleship thing, then write the inter examination, then the final examination. So there are courses here as well where you have to study a lot for. But obviously, we have it a bit easier. I won't deny that. But I feel like flying too much in the air, anybody, whether it's commerce, arts or science, flying too much in the air is wrong. One day of happiness is fine. Then I feel like you have to realize that you have to do something going further as well. I feel like that realization is important as well. because you have to do something professionally going forward. So yeah, I feel like this time, maybe a week, maybe a couple of days, take rest, relax, enjoy this moment. But later you have to decide what you're going to do later as well. Obviously, for science students, it's a set goal right now. But I feel like science and arts students, you have to figure out what you have to do. I feel like this time is valuable because you can utilize it for a lot of things. You can utilize it to recollect yourselves. You can utilize it to calm yourselves down, and that's pretty much it. I hope whoever is watching, be happy, party. We have finally gotten the decision in our favor for once. So thank you, Sahaj. Thank you, Sahaj, for joining me in this discussion. Obviously,
thanks for having me. Thanks for having me today in this segment. It was really lovely to have a discussion on this great decision, I say.
Yeah, from where we were tensed and having critical statements last video to being absolutely happy in this video. And I'm pretty sure the SSLC students are quite furious right now. I'm really sorry.
Of course, they have to be.
I'm really sorry, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And I hope whoever is watching, I hope all of you are happy. I hope all of you are doing great. Until then, take care, stay safe. Peace. I'm an icon, man. I'm a girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.